Well, I've just been busy racing trucks and racing off-road trucks, racing rally car. It's going pretty good. Had quite a few wins this year in the off-road series, trying to battle for that Pro 2 championship. And it's been some good races. Coming off a win at Glen Helen, had some good battles there. And with McGrath, with last race, we had a good battle and has ended up to able to win that race. So closed in on the points, which is cool. Rally car has been going good, battling with Tanner Faust and all the other guys in Rally and Pastrana and all them, and pretty close to the points lead in that too with Tanner. So it's going to come down to the last few races, but I'd be super stoked to have a Rally championship. That'd be cool. But Ford's been hooking me up, so it's been a good run. I love four-wheel racing. It's like a whole rebirth of my career, and it's been fun. I enjoy it. But finally got some time last couple weeks and got some tractors and went out and did what I enjoy doing, building jumps. I went out and built a full motocross track for my son Hayden and for us, for the guys to go out and ride, and built this big dirt hits and flowing motocross track. When it rains, it's going to be so fun. And rebuilt the freestyle park, did some big floater jumps and big corner hits, and actually I think we got some cool shots the last few days off it, so I'm sure you guys will be seeing those soon. But I enjoy it. The funnest thing I do out of everything is ride dirt bikes still. I love it. I love riding the motocross track. I feel like that's still my funnest thing to do, so it's cool. I don't know, life goes by so fast, you know. I just try to enjoy it at this point and just be around positive people and just have fun, you know. I don't get to ride moto as much as I'd like to, that's for sure. I say about maybe once a week if I'm lucky. I'll get to go to Paula. It's kind of my favorite spot to ride. I love the sand. It's the way I grew up in Nebraska. We used to always ride the sand by the river, and I just love it. Sand to me is fun. Hard packed is not my thing, so I love just railing sand berms and stuff. There's nothing funner than that. You go out to Paula in the morning, it's super smooth, and you feel so fast because the track's just smooth, and you can just rail the turns. And there's no bigger rush for me than that. That's like when I just go out there by myself, put my bike in the back of my truck, and I go out there and it'd be like 9 in the morning. It's just peaceful, quiet, you know. You get on your dirt bike, helmet on, and you just rail. And that's the most it's best therapy you could ever have. And I could have a bad day, a bad week, and business going crazy, and this, you know, just life's going so fast. And I just go to the motocross track, and it's just so soothing, really. And I mean, if you ride a lot, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just one of those things, you know, you have to go out to enjoy it. Yeah, the truck thing's so spread out, you know. It's you race once a month, and for me, you know, it's not really enough, you know, to stay consistent. And I grew up racing motocross, and that was practice every day, train every day. You're always on your dirt bike and race every weekend. And truck racing's so spread out that I have to find other ways to get fast and become a better driver. And I feel like I have a good technique and a good system that I haven't really told anyone how I can figure out and become a challenger for the championship so quick in these classes. I have a system to do it, and I'm gonna keep it a secret until I'm done, then I'll just write a book about it. But right now it's working, and I'm just having fun with it, you know. I don't know, I just try to enjoy it. At this point, I've achieved everything in my career I really set out to do, and you know, I'm happy. I have a good family, kids, and have a happy life. I'm good, you know, I have good business, and you know, I had my ups and downs for sure, but I just try to, like I said, hang out with my buddies and everyone that's cool and that I enjoy being around. And I know life's been good for me, you know. X Games was cool, you know. You go into X Games every year, it's usually the pinnacle of the year, but for me, I do so many races and so many other competitions that X Games to me was just another event on the schedule. It was like, all right, we gotta go to X Games. I'm racing Rally, doing step up, step up, that's the only time I really compete on a dirt bike all year, and I love doing it. It's fun. I still enjoy that rush of getting in front of the crowd and competing, and I wouldn't do it if I wasn't competitive, if I was just dead last and couldn't pull it, and you know, or wasn't, you know, really. I like step up because it's a real competition. I mean, you get in there, it's not about anything besides who's really wants it the most. And you know, this year it got gnarly. It went so high that this year 10 feet higher, and I bowed out. After we beat the record last year, my suspension was cranked. Rebound, compression, everything we could possibly turn as tight as in, we did. Everything, we had no suspension left, and I was banging my face off the bars, smashing my nuts, and I was like, that's enough. I have to drive rally car tomorrow. And Ford, the guys from Ford are standing behind me just shaking their head going, dude, we got our investment in you for cars. I get it. So I'm like, you know what? It's cool. I did what I did. And X Games this year, I had a great time, but it was good. It wasn't great. I can say, like, I went through X Games. I had a good time. You know, ended up getting 2 bronzes, and that's cool. It's average, is good. You know, I'm not gonna say it was the best X Games. Last year I had a great year, won, you know, a gold medal. This year in rally, I just, from qualifying, I messed up. I didn't get a good start. Got stuck behind a European rally champion dude, and I couldn't get by him. So I got second, went to the final, second row. The guy in front of me jumped, so I jumped, and they penalized me, put me to the back. That's when it all snowballed backwards. And all I wanted to do was start with Sebastian Loeb and just get with him and race and learn from him and just have a good battle, because I knew I could do it, and it just didn't work out, you know. I ended up starting last row, came from dead last, and still got a medal, and ran down Ken Block, and right at the finish, missed him by 0.47 of a second place. But to me, second and third is kind of the same. You know, if you ain't winning, it's not all that. So, you know, I had a good time. X Games was cool. All the guys killed it. I think the highlight of X Games really for me was watching Jacko, you know. Come out, the dude's gnarly. Like, he just comes out. I wish he would have rode freestyle. I stood there, I'm like, Jackson, if you would have rode freestyle, it was only like 6 tricks, 1 run. You could have done your front flip, your body varial, and a few basic tricks, and he would have just ruled, dude. And he's sitting there, yeah. And like, next year they have to let you in, you know. And I just think about stuff like that because I see so much talent in that guy, and he just wants it so bad. And I think that was one of my highlights for X Games, being being able to share a moment with someone that's cool, that's like one of my brothers. And I just like to see that guy because he tries so hard, you know. And I don't know, there's a lot, all the guys did good for Militia. They all went there and represented, but you know, Potter did good, and all the guys, I think, put in a good effort, you know. And I think it was an exciting X Games for us, and you know, I don't know, we always go there to make a big splash at X Games, right? So it was cool. I'd say Jackson is one of the few left that's a true breed of like old school freestyler. He's a rebel. He just out of control, goes by his own rules. That's what freestyle was when it started, right? It was a bunch of racers that walked away from racing and wanted to start their own game, and that's what freestyle started as. I know it's changed over the years, but he's still what freestyle used to be, and he's living it, man. And that guy's in the foam pit every day. He's training every day. He's at the trampoline gym. He mixes it up, and he builds his little harnesses and stuff to help him learn tricks. He's so much to another level of what I've ever seen of guys trying, and he is the next step. As long as that guy wants to win, he's gonna win. As long as he wants to win X Games, he will be winning it. And I'm just stoked to be, you know, buddies with the dude and part of his success, you know. Yeah, I'd say for me, you were, you know, past mid-season in the truck racing and the rally car. And for me, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it all the way. I'm gonna do it to win it, and that's what I'm doing with the car racing. So I'm full focused on that right now. I still love getting away with my buddies and riding when I can, and so that's kind of what it consists of this year. You know, truck racing. I have to wrap that up, and hopefully can get a championship again. And a rally car too, that would be awesome, you know. And I don't know, my 4-wheel career is really just starting, and you know, being able to get a lot of good support from good people. And I feel like my career started on 2 wheels, and a lot of people don't know, like, my whole life always was about racing. I grew ever since I was 8 years old. I raced motocross and was able to turn pro and win amateur championships, and turn pro, win a supercross, and didn't get the factory ride I wanted, and had to walk away to build freestyle motocross. And I had a great time with freestyle. Like, that was awesome, but I'd have to truly say, like, my heart has always been with racing. That's what I've always been, was a racer. And to get back to racing, even though it's 4 wheels, it's not motocross, is just like a rebirth of my life. You know, I went back to where I started, and I'm enjoying it. I'm back to racing, the battling, the choosing lines, the competition, the teamwork, and that's what I enjoy, you know. But freestyle is fun. Like, I ride with the buddies, and I love to see the people advance the sport. And being one of the guys that helped start it, I always have a heart for it. But man, racing's been so fun. So I'm gonna be in racing for a while, and raise my kids to be racers or whatever they want to be too. So, and help all the young guys on the team be what they want to be. So I just see, I don't know, my career turning back to be more professional, I hope, you know. That's kind of the way I see it. Haggy. They built the fucking Oh, sorry, guys. The marketing guy back there blowing the marketing. Sorry, guys. You're messing up the marketing. Sorry, we're just bonding down here. So, no, just jacking with them. So, what was that? So that's the funny thing we do. A bunch of guys here talk shit to each other, so that's like half of the fun of hanging out. But